Hi, my name's Annika Metz, and this is my interview project, step 3. So for my reflection, wrong way. I really appreciated that I had done the response first because I felt like it gave me I thought it through first because I feel like I have a tendency to listen to what someone else says and then just my thoughts go off of that. So having done the assignment first, I was able to bring my own thoughts and what came to my mind first to the conversation as well. Good conversation. I really appreciated talking. I mean, I really value conversations like that. One thing I would change is I would have had it in person versus virtual. We did it over FaceTime and it was still a really good conversation, but I think we could have gotten more out of it if we would have done it in person. Compare and contrast. We have very similar family life, very similar. We're both from Minnesota. Oh yeah, there's little Minnesota. Similar conflict resolution skills. So her story where she talked about her communicating with her brother when she was getting upset and when things were a trigger for her is when he had done something that upset her and how that was a trigger for her and how she handled it. I could see myself handling it the same way. We kind of talked about how we handle conflict in the same way. A stark difference is that she talked about her battle with anxiety, whereas I don't have anxiety. I mean, I have like everyday, just like normal stressors, but never like she diagnosed with anxiety and talked about that. So that was a difference. Her values choosing empathy and compassion and how like she shows up what she values the most, whereas I chose loyalty and humor. I think there is a distinction there of just what we value, and I thought that was interesting. Social psychological connection, social facilitation, and then groupthink. I was kind of talking about that when I started this, with just how I have a tendency when I am having a conversation or doing something that I just tend to go off of whatever has been said instead of thinking about the initial question myself. It's more of like a little chime in that I can have versus like a whole thought. So being able to, think about the questions myself. And I was able, because we continued having our conversation even after we'd answered all the questions, but I was able to then even ask better questions and like see differences and be able to continue that. Career connection, again, vulnerable conversation, like that's what therapy is. I mean, obviously this was a little bit more reciprocal, but once her interview was done, it actually was kind of, I want to hear about this, and we already had that foundation of trust. So I mean, it was really good, vulnerable conversation. And then further developing individual thought, again, thinking about questions. Thank you.